The then Lieutenant Governor Shri R.N. Haldipur and the first Chief Minister of the Union Territory of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Tomo Riba, escorted Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda ji from Nahar Lagun, Arunachal Pradesh, in an army helicopter. He was warmly greeted at the Aalo helipad on 20th October 1979, and revered Maharaj was introduced to the local government officials by Swami Gautamananda ji Maharaj, the then secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Aalo. Swami Pramathananda ji Maharaj, secretary of Ramakrishna Mission, Narottam Nagar, and secretary to Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda ji Maharaj were accompanying revered Maharaj ji. In his honor, the Galo and Adi people from around 15 surrounding villages of Aalo welcomed Srimad Maharaj ji with their traditional welcome dance, the Ponung dance, performed by the ladies, and later with their war dance performed by the gents. Revered Maharaj ji was introduced to the village chiefs, the head gams in red coats. This is the main gate of Ramakrishna Mission, Aalo, next to the Dwarka village. Swami Suvirananda ji Maharaj and late Swami Samir Maharaj, both brahmacharis at that time, were engaged in the sanctification process of the temple. From the helipad, revered President Maharaj ji was brought to the Ramakrishna Mission School in a car, accompanied by the Lieutenant Governor and the Chief Minister. Several local villagers and school students waited to welcome Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda ji in the school compound. All while the senior girl students belonging to Galo and Adi tribes kept on doing the Punung dance, as it is the traditional way of welcoming honorable guests.
आप टेस्ट नहीं करेगा क्या?
After offering puja to the holy trio, Thakur Ramakrishna Dev, Swami Vivekananda Ji, and the Holy Mother to receive their blessings. Revered Maharaj Ji proceeded with the inauguration. He inaugurated the Vivekananda Sant Vihar, the new monks' quarters, while Swami Girishananda Ji Maharaj and Swami Vasishthananda Ji Maharaj observed the holy incident from the left side. Next morning, revered Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda Ji visited the auditorium, where the pictures of the holy trio were kept temporarily, while the new prayer hall was being constructed. These framed photos were originally kept at the old temple. President Maharaj Ji initiated the transfer process of the sacred images to the new prayer hall. While the sacred images of the holy trio were carried to the new prayer hall, Samir Maharaj Ji, Swami Devorupanand Ji Maharaj kept chanting Vedic hymns along with others. Omalendu Maharaj Ji was carrying the big umbrella. Revered Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda Ji Maharaj, being very old and feeble, followed the procession in a car. In front of the new temple building, the Ponung dance continued, welcoming the images of the holy trio to the new prayer hall. Meanwhile, the village chiefs, the Gams in red coats, along with other villagers, staff members and students, lined up for a ringside view of the holy event. After entering the new prayer hall, revered Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda Ji replaced the sacred images of the holy trio on the old Singhasanas and performed the sanctification puja. He offered Agni Arti, that is, camphor Arti, to all the images of the messengers of God of different religions beside to the holy trio, all installed on the new Singhasanas, custom built from Mysore city. The Lieutenant Governor, Shri R.N. Haldipur, and the Chief Minister Tomo Riba watched the puja, sitting next to Swami Gautamananda Ji Maharaj. After the inauguration of the new temple, the students, staff members, and other Swamijis and many villagers assembled at the auditorium for a general public meeting. Devotional songs were rendered by the school students before the start of the meeting, while revered Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda ji, the Lieutenant Governor and the Chief Minister observed the performance. Later, revered Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda ji, the Chief Minister Tomo Riba, and the Lieutenant Governor Shri R.N. Haldipur addressed the gathering. After the meeting, the important villagers and the honorable guests had lunch with revered Maharaj ji at the new dining hall on the ground floor of the new temple building. All who had assembled for the event, including all students and staff members, were offered prasad of the temple and were also treated to a grand feast of fried rice and chicken curry on ekam tree leaves in the old auditorium hall. This oil painting of Swami Vivekananda ji as a wandering monk was the creation of late Srimad Shrish Maharaj. It was later moved to the new prayer hall. A view of the school library in 1979. The library counter from where the students collected the books. Among the senior students, different magazines were of high interest beside reference books. The chemistry laboratory of the school. Several general experiments on various subjects were also demonstrated by the science teachers. The physics laboratory, where the students performed experiments as recommended by the CBSE board. In those days, several skills were imparted to the students, like typing, tailoring, painting, dairy farming, poultry farming, gardening, as an SUPW course, that is, the socially useful and productive work, for which special classes were assigned. It imparted different skills to students, which many may use as an additional skill in daily life or as a profession later in life. Ramakrishna Mission School at Aalo is situated in a picturesque place. Here is a panoramic view of the surrounding area in 1979. In the distant quarters of Assam Rifles personnel are visible. Another view of the new temple, upper hostel and the central office. The shot was taken from the ground level, next to the common dining hall. The secondary building school. It was built in 1968 at a cost of ₹14 lakhs and was inaugurated by Shri Y.V. Chavan, the then Defence Minister of India. The logo of Ramakrishna Mission Aalo on the wall of the central office. This bust of Swami Vivekananda was built and installed next to the central office in 1978, and below the enclave was the drinking water reservoir. The philosophy behind the location was that the drinking water would pass, washing the feet of the great Swami. A view of the new temple building and the upper hostel. Although the monks' quarter was inaugurated, but major work was still going on in the extended portion. Revered Srimad Swami Vireshwarananda ji Maharaj had stayed at Aalo for 3 days and interacted with the students and teachers of the Ramakrishna Mission School. He also had a photo session with the staff members and other Swamis and Brahmacharis at the center on 22nd October 1979. He left for the headquarters at Belur Mutt on 23rd October 1979.